Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our third book review series. What we have for all of you today is after a lot of festivities and puja break, and then we had numerous celebrations around the last week. We thought, why not continue with that and pick a book which not just talks about festivities but also brings in a sense of awareness and a greater respect for others. The idea of coexistence is something that we have to teach kids, be it in our classroom or at home. We have to tell them about the various differences that people have, and in spite of these differences, how we are supposed to or we should stand together. And we shouldn't see these differences as things which make us different, but these differences make each of us unique and beautiful. So, this time, what we have for all of you is a book which is published by Scholastic, and it is an abridged school version. It's called Eid Stories. It's six short stories written by various authors, and it involves little children. And one of the stories about a girl who for the first time ends up taking fast Ramzan, the significance of taking fast, and what is the reason behind why people fast during that Ramadan month. And then there is another story which talks about Bakrid. How how is that finally it was a goat which was being sacrificed on that day. So how did that come to be? So what is the story behind it is one of the stories. And then there is one story that we begin with where the author tells about a child who is being probably discriminated, or say he's being bullied because he's a Muslim, and because the large majority is from a different religion, and the beautiful way in which the parents and the school management deals with it, and how the response of the children that they receive after they tell them about the finer aspects and the beauty in every religion, the what is the ideal aim with which every religion brings up individuals. So it takes home every little story that we have in this book has a few very, hardly any pictures. The font size is normal. I wouldn't say it's big or very small, appropriate. The language is simple. It has a few words which are it is used either taken from Hindi or from Urdu. So those are words where parents might have to help them. But with the contextual meaning to a large extent, kids will be able to understand. So it's a beautiful collection of six stories. And a kid who is about 8 to say 13 or 14 can definitely read it and enjoy it. It is not a complicated read, but every story leaves you with such beautiful messages. In one of the lines, one of the stories, one of the last lines was uh, a grandma tells a kid, you should pray for yourself, you should pray for others, and even for those who are not part of a religion, who don't follow Allah. So, praying for the humanity, praying for everybody is something that his Ammi told him. So, very, very touching lines which can bring in a lot of positive appeal or approach towards a different religion. Those who belong to this community would definitely enjoy it. Even those who don't, they will learn a lot about the finer aspects of how long do they wait before the fast opens, and it's how difficult it is for a child to take the fast and control or their hunger, thirst, and understanding the real meaning of why one is doing so. So these are very, very touching and beautiful ideas that are brought out in this very small collection. It's easily available, It'll cost 150, but I would say it is worth the money. And it you know what the last behind the text, what does it say? It says, the eight stories in this collection celebrate the true spirit of this joyous festival in diverse ways and are touching and beautiful. Totally, I agree. Through these stories that are based in different parts of India, even outside the country, you will discover surprising new facts and traditions associated with the favorite festival of food, family, fun, and festivities. Totally. I agree to every line that is written here. And I would definitely suggest you could read it out to your kids, probably one story a day, and you would finish it in 6 days. If you and your child were the keen, you could read two stories a day. I'm very sure the kids will totally relate and they'll value and respect not just this community, but every other community, every other human being. That is the prime thing that we as educators and parents should teach the coming generation. I hope you would have liked the book. So this is also a Scholastic book and it is easily available in the Scholastic website. Thank you.